safe. It's bad weather today, so let's go ahead and keep moving. We want to have in the mindset it's going to be a slow go. We're not trying to rush. We're trying to take our time. So let's be really patient and do our best. That's the most important thing. We're going to do our best. We're going to learn everything we can. Okay, I'm going to get all the way over to the right. And I'm going to go slow. We have our tires about 95%. We have good windshield wiper blades. And we're going to go slow in the first lane. We also do have high output headlights that allows us to see. Usually when people are out here in the rain like this, they're going to see how good their tires are, their driving skills. But because I'm a state certified instructor, I can support you and really help you. And that's my goal. I really want to support you the best way I can and want to help you and allow you to be safe. So we're going to take our time. Whatever time we get to our destination is the time we get to our destination. We're safe. We have fuel. My hands are attended to. The car is warmed up, and we're going to get out here. And whatever the expressway or the thoroughfare has to give us, we're going to deal with it. The first challenge is making sure you go in the correct lane. I've seen a lot of accidents here where people are just going the wrong way. I'm almost too far under the light to see, so that's a common error. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my turn. Those cars to my right should be yielding. Obviously that car didn't yield, so that caused us a side swap accident. Okay, I'm at about 30. I'm going to take my time, go around this curve. It is slick out here. You can see that. And we're just going to be really patient. And I'm going to turn on my left turn signal, checking my blind spot, and then I'm going to get out here. A lot of people, see that side swipe accident that almost happened? A lot of people hesitate. And if you hesitate, you're going to have accidents. That car is hesitating. They're waiting till the last second. That causes confusion, anxiety, and we want to be more consistent. We have to be consistent. If you're just joining me, we're doing the POV driving on anxiety and how to improve. I'm a state certified driving instructor. We got a very rainy, cold Wednesday in the Midwest, so we're going to model best practice. I'm in the first lane with about 60, which is fine. The speed limit is 70, but you should drive at a speed that is safe and reasonable for the conditions of the road. Our tires are about 95% tread. This is a lease, so every 2.5 or 3 years, the channel gets a new vehicle. Of course, I do buy it. No one is sponsoring us yet, but if you want to sponsor us, we're more than willing. So I'm just trying to stay consistent. I'm not trying to make sudden moves. This does create a bigger hazard and anxiety. I'm going to get over one lane to the left and be very deliberate and very intentional. If you feel the car slide, lift your foot. And I'm lifting my foot because I don't want to overspeed and tailgate anyone. I couldn't ask for a better tutorial for you guys than actually a real drive. And I promise to have my dash cam up, my mirror dash cam. I have the front view, and then when I come out of the office, I will hook up the rear view, so you'll be able to get both views. So this would be a good educational video, and I wanted to keep my promise. That's really important. So I'm at 50, the speed limit 70, people are tapping brakes. I think when you're out here, you just got to be smooth and increase. I'm at 1, 2, 3, I'm at 4 seconds following distance. I don't want to rear end someone. Now I got to squeeze my brakes and use the ball of my foot. Now this would be even a greater mess if the temperature dropped. We're at 44 degrees. If it was below freezing, it would be a treacherous no-go. I'm looking for good space. I have space to the left. If I needed to get to the left, I don't want to. The car's in my blind spot. I have space to my right, but there's another car in my blind spot. We talked about this in class yesterday. meaning you get really comfortable. You forget to do your blind spot checks, and that's when you start the car. We're at about 65. I'm looking my foot. We're going on a downhill drop. You can easily pick up 10 to 15 miles an hour and then realize, oh my God, I'm going too fast. And what I try to do is just think of safety. Safety's no accident. When I first started teaching driver's ed, my boss said, hey, safety's no accident. I laughed at him, but over the last couple of years, he's correct. That truck to my right is moving really too fast. And if someone stops really hard, that truck to my right is going to end up rear-ending me. I'm at about 55. I feel like I have room to stop if I need to. I'm not late in really pushing the car, going to a downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown Los Angeles, California. My wipers are on medium. I'm at about 65. You can see the water kicking up. And you can tell by my voice, it's a little stressful, but I'm just trying to look ahead and have room. And if all drivers model this, we will be pretty good. I'm really excited to hook up this rear dash cam. As promised, I just have to hook up one wire, plug it in, and then you'll be able to see the rear view. Just being patient. Reduce speed on wet pavement. Crashes 2 times as likely. I do believe that, because people can slide. And look at most drivers. They're about 55 to 60. No one's going 80. No one's going 90. That could cause a major accident. But rain is the equalizer. This weather is equalizer. If you're trying to drive fast, you won't be able to. If you're late, you're going to be later. If you're early, you're like, thank God I got up earlier, and then I don't have to stress. I left about right on time. Okay, got my meal, got dressed, got a little bit more rest. From 2 days ago, I only had 3 hours sleep because we had a really big client coming and we have a chance to make $1.5 million. Well, no, today if we secured the business deal, I'm hoping we did. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. There's a lot of water, so I don't want to slide. And now I'm losing a little vision, as you can tell. It's hard to see. So I'm slowing down a little bit because I lost vision for a second, meaning the spray, the water, and you get these whiteout or water out mist conditions, and it's harder to see. That was kind of a quick, goofy lane change, and I'm not liking this, so I'm increasing my following distance. I have on different shoes today that allow me to feel the pedal, and I can pivot my foot between the gas and brake. So I'm just thinking about safety. Safety's no accident. I want to stay consistent. And I'm at about 60. I think that's a safe speed. I don't want to go 70 too fast. I don't want to go 50 too slow. They have their 4-ways on. I'm wondering if they're sliding. Yeah. Their tires aren't good. I'm going around a curve really easy. And just trying to guide the curve. I think when you drive in weather like this, you just want to be smooth. You're thinking yourself that you have a good instructor. You're thinking yourself that you left earlier. And if you feel your car sliding, you lift your foot. Also, we talked about ABS, anti-lock brakes. And if something happened, you would hit the brake and the car would stop automatically with the computer. Also, ESP, if the car slid around the curve, the car's computer will make adjustments. You can see this black car really pushing too fast, and you can see all that water kicking up. I don't need to be in an accident, nor do you. And you're probably saying, well, what does an accident look like? How do I know I'm in danger? When you're too close to cars, there's a lot of water, and you just don't feel safe. I feel safe. I'm at about 60, and I feel like I can see pretty good. Once you see these videos, you're going to be like, oh yeah, bro, man, this is serious. Okay, well, let's welcome you in. What is your favorite quote? Okay, we're trying to maintain that good speed. Trying to stay as smooth as possible. It's a little hard to see. Not that I have bad vision, but visibility is low. And I understand how a beginning driver would feel, because am I going straight? The road is actually going to the left a little bit. And then that's going to be real intentional. And I'm so happy that I'm able to show you what to do. Just not being in a really bad rush. Like that white Jeep, they're pushing pretty hard. Potential to crash is even greater. So we're just gonna lift our foot, slow down. If you feel in danger and you feel claustrophobic and you feel out of control and you feel like you have increased anxiety, you probably do. Okay? Because your body knows, like, I'm out of the lane a little bit to the left. It's hard to see the lines. And I'm an experienced driver, so for you, you're just going to be like, I can't see. And then I'm going to have to turn the wheel for you. Had a client yesterday driving at night for the first time. If I didn't turn the wheel to the left, we would have hit the curb to the right and hit a pole. It's a part of my job. And I'm not going to be upset at the adult driver. I'm just going to support. Okay, we're still at about 50. No sense in trying to get myself in danger. I'm just taking time, lifting my foot a little bit, and just trying to keep increased following distance. You can see the cars to the left. They're just tailgating. That's supposed to accident, man. Okay, now I'm going to slow down because there's water on the rotors and brakes, and it takes a moment for them to heat up. I feel safe right now because I have an increased following distance. I really do. I'm not even going to lie to you. Even my younger self would probably be driving faster. My smarter, older self is like, what are you trying to do, bro? You trying to crash, man? You trying to get out in the rain and get cold and wet, right? I got my nice little cute fit on today. That would suck if I had an accident or got into a crash and then I would have to get out and walk in the road. We also talked about if you have an accident or flat tire, you need to pull over to the right and call for help, because people can't see you if you're trying to change a tire. And imagine changing a tire in this mess. No way. Okay? And that person with the Cadillac truck, they have the darkly tinted windows. It's hard to see. Why do I have peace right now? Because I have increased following distance. I'm taking my time, and I have positive manifestation. I really believe in that. Because if you think negative things will happen. I feel so positive. It's like a ton of weight lifted off of you. And I can't, thank you for the thumbs up. I can't tell you that enough. And if you worry about what people think, how you look, how much you weigh, and everything else, you're never gonna really achieve your maximum potential. Okay, we all have a potential to reach. And by me really increasing my following distance, I feel even safer. Some of you are saying, bro, you need to drive faster. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even have your permit or license. And I look at a lot of your comments, and they're very heartfelt. A person from the UK said, your videos are helping me. Another person said, from New York, I wish you were my instructor. And I said, I'm here for you. You can reach out for me for a coaching call. And we're just taking our time. I look at the tread of tires. That car ahead of me, the vehicle, they have good tires. You can see that water is being sprayed out with the tires. I'm scanning left, middle, and right. And you almost have to welcome this challenge. It's like you're in the weight room. I welcome putting on 10 more pounds or 20 more pounds. And if I fail, the rack is there to catch me. If I can squat it or push it, I'm getting stronger. Welcome this opportunity and just stay safe. Know you're going to have to drive slower. And that's fine too. Okay? And you'll learn. If you got to text your boss, hey, I'm running late, no problem, get safe. That's the type of boss that I have. And I'm blessed because I don't use that as an excuse. Okay? But also they do watch. And if you come to work early, I'm always early, you don't have to rush, set up everything, tell the clients we're running 15 minutes, 20 minutes behind, please be patient. Because the public says something about that. And I'm scanning, you can see everything right now for yourself. Just staying smooth, being patient. And if I get too close, I just lift my foot. My blind spot indicators, one on my left, my blind spot indicator on my left was lit because someone was in my blind spot. And that's one of the added safety features. Thank you of driving in a newer car, but if you have an older car, you can just look over your shoulder. Technology only makes this as good as if we still use those skills of checking blind spots. I'm at 55. I'm fine. I feel safe. And I keep saying this because you have to feel safe. And it helps reduce anxiety. Because if you're late, you're going to push it as hard as possible. By the time you realize you're in danger, you're going to crash. And that's what this tutorial is not about. It's about reducing anxiety. This is the POV point of view of reducing anxiety. Being smooth, being consistent, and letting the car work safely. Driving in the tracks of other cars, having a 10 and 2 grip, staying relaxed, and using the pavement markings and lane line reference to help you. And you notice I don't have to tap my brakes very often because of my increased following distance. Because I'm more consistent and I understand it's dangerous conditions out here. And I'm so excited because I kept my promise to prepare you for more driving. And my dash cam is hooked up. I wish you could see this mirror, man. It is so incredible. You're gonna see it. So I'm just taking time. We're at about 45. I can hear the water slushing around a little bit. And most cars are driving at 45 or 50. People aren't stupid. They can be going too fast, cutting off, tailgating, driving aggressive. And more instructors need to use this type of POV driving to help the whole driver's ed community. And I'm blessed that I have the opportunity to show you this and narrate, let you learn yourself how to reduce. If you are pushing too hard, you will spin out and crash. If I push this vehicle too hard, I will hydroplane and lose control. Why would I do that? Why would I get involved in an at-fault accident, lose my driver's education endorsement? Who does that? I'm not trying to do that. Okay, it's a little hard to see and you'll struggle too. But through struggle comes great things. Okay? I can hear that water. The roads are getting worse. So this means you need to be smoother. I'm literally trying to drive in the tracks ahead of me. As you see this tutorial, the weather's getting bad. And I have the balance, the smoothness, and I'm not going to push much faster than about 55 or 60, because once I start doing that, I'm going to lose my contact patches on the road. There are 4. I have 4 tires, so I don't want to lose my contact patches at all. Keep moving, scanning, checking mirrors and blind spots. It's a mess out here. I'm not gonna lie. You see that water kicking up? I don't want to be caught by that car. And I'm trying to keep it in the lane. It's a little hard. And you see me struggling a little bit, but I'm not gonna panic if I feel the car out of lane. I'm trying to look ahead at the tracks in the road. And if you're driving, you're gonna remember what I'm saying. Like I said, if I can help one person, I've done my job. I'm going to get over one lane to the right, slide over. It's bad. All right. And a lot of people, I read your comments, very helpful videos. I'm going to let them come out ahead of me. Blinker would have been helpful. No blinker. That's not accident. That's happened. Side swipes. But we're okay. We're not going to blame anyone. We're going to take responsibility for us. And you can hear the water. You can see how shiny the road is. So I'm just going to be patient. Then if you see a lot of spray and a lot of splashing, you're going faster than the tires while they're from Kentucky. Okay, so out of town driver. The rain is the equalizer. The rain will make everyone drive smoother, reduce speed, and you do see those drivers who are really pushing when they're pushing toward a crash or an accident. So we want to stay consistent. And I don't want to hook the right because I'm going to hit deeper puddles of water and the car will go off the road. You can see that car in that Kia, they're kind of drifting out of the lane too. Keeping space and driving with intelligence, trusting your skill set, trusting what your instructor said, and helping you. This is going to be a really good video because it just forces you to lean on your skills. I'm lifting my foot a little bit, just going up this ramp real easy. Taking my time. And it's about the preparation. I'm looking at the best content that's out there. I wish more instructors would be pushing out more content like this. We each have a plethora of knowledge. This is a crossover. All drivers struggle. Younger drivers struggle. 25 and under, the drivers 25 and up struggle too. You can see that car's clearly from Kentucky. Boone, Boone, that must be the county. And we're just here waiting. This mirror is incredible. This high output, man, that's incredible. Okay, man. So I'm just here waiting, being safe, trying to stay clean, safe driving, clean driving. Okay, it's hard to see all these reflections. I'm gonna come up and wait and check in traffic. Okay, I'm looking, boom. And it's hard to see pedestrians too. You'll see the silhouette of someone walking and they're vulnerable. You see all this water? Okay, listen. Whoa, bro. Okay, they didn't stop. That's why their car smashed up. So you gotta learn best practice. The sewers are overloaded too with water. And when you're consistent, you're gonna really be prepared. And preparation and mental mindset This is a regulatory sign. We have to stop, S-T-O-P, and we're going to have a complete stop. Now we move forward. And then we're going to make our right turn. I don't want to cut it short. I will hit the curb and damage the car. And then I'm going to turn out slow. Turning on the left turn. Sorry about the bumps. I'm going to have to pick up the client in a moment. And you could be my next client. But you got to subscribe. You got to follow. Because we're going to help as many people as we can. And that's my journey. I really want to let all of you know this. Okay, it's hard to see, man. All right. We talked about good speed control, manifesting good lane line reference. We talked about being a defensive driver, reducing stress. When you reduce stress, you're going to be more consistent. We talked about having the best authentic view of yourself. If you talk negative, you will do negative things. If you talk positive, you will do positive things. Even though it was a very stressful and anxiety-filled drive today, I was able to feel one of my safest drives ever because I increased my following distance. Even though cars were speeding and making erratic lane changes, I felt safe because I had a better positive mindset, okay? Even though it was really bad weather, and this is a POV driving tutorial, I was able to manifest trust. Because when you trust me and know that I'm gonna give you a real POV driving anxiety video to show you real things, you're saying, I really like this guy. And he's very chilled, he's very relaxed, good sense of humor. You guys like my fit today, right? Like my fit, just being relaxed, being chilled. And don't get it wrong, it's dangerous weather out here. And the rain is the big equalizer to teach you how to become a good driver. It is. The rain is the big equalizer because everyone's got to drive slower. It punishes drivers who are going fast. It serves a purpose for beginning drivers like yourself, drivers who have anxiety like you, like me, because if I get overconfident, I'll be punished. If you have anxiety, you're gonna lean on this video to really help you. And that's my goal. I want you to feel safe out here. I want you to know you're cared about and loved. I need you to subscribe. Here's why you should subscribe. I've taught driver education over 24 years. I've taught over 25,000 people. As of the last 16 to 24 months, I'm teaching more adults. We're doing more lessons. People are seeking out my support through the link in the description, which you need to click and set up a coaching call. We're manifesting sponsorship, people who want to come aboard and contribute. We're trying to get more and help more adults who want to learn how to drive by, I'm not saying giving away lessons, but encouraging people who do want to drive. And if you truly want a blessing, you need to give more than you receive. So this is why I'm really pushing this nonprofit to help people with social emotional learning, to help people with driving anxiety, to make videos. They're not perfect, but you don't want perfect. You want to see the struggle. You want to see the car spinning a little bit. You want to see, how do I handle when someone hits the brake? You keep good space. You check your mirror. You want to see those things, and I'm keeping my promise. Subscribe, follow, leave comments. I love all of you. Leave comments. Tell me where you're from in the world. Bye, guys.